Good evening. With the latest from the Dove Newsroom, I'm Demi DeSoto. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, election night has come and gone, and several prominent and rather large corporations in Oregon said that if Measure 97 had passed, they could not have continued to do business in the state and would have left. One of those was Lithium Motors. The Dove Newsroom caught up with longtime CEO of Lithium Motors, Sid DeBoer, on election night at the Rogue Valley Country Club, and he worked hard on the opposition to Measure 97 during the 2016 campaign, and he had this to say about the defeat of the tax measure.
You know how hard I worked. 6 months of fighting, raising money to fight that. The most ill-conceived idea came hard out of the public employees unions to destroy Oregon's businesses. And it was so wrong. We had to beat it.
Opponents campaigned against the measure, saying thousands of jobs would have been lost and it would have raised unemployment, reduced income tax revenue, and done more harm than actual good. On election night 2016, the country set a new course with a historic election. The grand old party looks to the future as well. What shape will the party take now that it is in the White House for the first time in a while, has control of both houses of Congress, and sees a new generation getting involved? Jackson County Republican Chairman Kenneth Fawcett sees it this way.
They have to look inside themselves and decide, have we been just going along for the ride, and are we here for the power that we get when we go to Washington? And I think both parties have this problem. But retooling, yes, and many of us would say people my age need to move aside and get younger people and those who value the individual freedoms that has made this country great.
The Republican Party prides itself on a common belief in personal freedom that also drives the work to be the voice of liberty, reduce government intervention, and individual opportunities from the private sector. In Oregon, Democrats will hold on to majorities in both the House and Senate. Look forward to the next legislative session. Outgoing Democratic State Representative Peter Buckley says that the pressure is on for his party to come up with solutions in the state.
I think the challenge that Democrats have is that the expectations are pretty high, that we are going to find the way to bring investments into education, to make sure that healthcare, the progress we made in healthcare continues, and take care of our senior services and programs that people count on and families count on.
After a contentious presidential election, Jackson County Democratic Chairman David Roadman says the impact of the division between the two major parties will need to be bridged both nationally and locally. All right, let's take a look at our regional weather forecast, and as we do, we'll start off in Northern California, a low of 38 tonight with some clouds, beautiful sunshine tomorrow, 67 for a high, 66 on Friday with some clouds. As we look at the Klamath Basin, clear tonight, 35 overnight. We'll see some clouds rolling in over the next couple days, 66 for a high on Thursday with some sun, 60 on Friday. As we look at the Oregon coast, we're going to see some fog tonight, clear tomorrow with some clouds a little bit, 63 for a high, and some rain rolling in by the weekend. For the Central Oregon area, high desert, you'll see 43 overnight with partly cloudy skies today and tomorrow, 66 for a high on Thursday and 64 on Friday. Up in the Portland metro area, you'll see 48 overnight tonight, back up to 63 tomorrow, 61 and some rain rolling in for the weekend. And same story for Southern Oregon, 68 on Thursday, 67 on Friday. And that's a look at the latest from the Dove Newsroom. Be sure to join us every weekday morning for Mornings on the Dove starting at 6 a.m. right here on the Dove TV.